So you might be wondering why I'm tired. Why I sound tired. It's story time. Let's do it. Reason why I'm tired is because I did something last night. I microdosed on some shiitake mushrooms, portobello mushrooms that are very legal, very cool. Right. So Mythological came over. I took some, not like crazy, 800 milligrams, nothing like insane. Okay. And I had two of my homies, Brian and Mike, my trainers, come through as well. They're now training Myth as well.
I saw you played for Nyman.
Okay. No, I did not have sex. Then we went to the Envy House. Now, we went to the Envy House, and like on that same fucking street, there's another house. I think the Cloud House, like Phase House, old Phase House, and they're just throwing like a fucking party. So there was like a cooler party that we had to pass by to get to our friend's party. Like they had like security.
I love you, King.
All this shit to get to our friend's house party, which was like, okay, all right, whatever, you know? So we get there, and the thing is, like, I'm a little zooted. My breathing is irregular. I'm starting to notice that, like, you know, my legs are shaking a little bit. I'm like, maybe I don't feel too great. And then we fucking walk in, and oh my Lord, all of a sudden, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing right now? I am incredibly high, like way too fucking high to be around people. I mean, it's a micro, but for me, it was a macro, if you know what I'm saying. So then we go in, and immediately I'm like, my number one insecurity around people that like stream on Twitch is I'm worried that like I'm gonna come across like an asshole, because I'm sure like it's intimidating already. I'm a political commentator. I am loud, abrasive, rude. I have like a relatively sizable audience too, so that's also probably intimidating. And these are like my peers, you know what I mean? So, and I'm a big dude too. So I walk in and I'm always like worried. I don't want to come across as standoffish. So immediately I walk in, I see some people, I see Trisha, and I was like, oh no. Like I was just definitely not being nice to them. Like I could, maybe it was in my head, but I could feel that I was like legitimately aloof, but also probably looked mean. No, not Trisha Paytas. Trisha is a birdie. You know what I mean? I hope it was just in my head, because I was just like, hey, what's up, guys? Like, you know, everyone was like stoked, and I was just like, and you know, I don't know. I fucking don't know. But I got in, I started like talking to some people, but in my brain, I'm just like, dude, I am so hot. I'm so fucking hot. Like I walked up and I was just like, I'm really high. I'm sorry. Okay. So then they fucking show me the house, and let me just say something. Okay. You guys know, like, I'm Turkish. So I have a little bit of like that Turkish, like I'm afraid of jinn shit in me. You know what I mean? Like I'm afraid of jinn, spirits, whatever, but like not really. I also don't think that ghosts are real, you know, but like I grew up with that culture. And let me tell you something, folks, and this is not a joke. This is not a joke at all. That fucking house is haunted, bro. You understand? This is a haunted house, like straight up. And let me tell you why. So first they're like, oh yeah, like I'm high, so it's not a great not a great time for me to be searching through a haunted house. But they're like, Justin Minx is like, oh, come over here and take a look at my fucking streaming room. I don't know. I can't do Justin Minx. She's like, take a fucking look at my streaming room. Anyway, and that room was cool. It's like chill. It's like a fucking, you know, that room was tight. That room is whatever. And then what's it called? And then Andrea was like showing me around, and then she shows me the gym, and they have like a pretty fucking tight gym. Like it's cool. And then there's a bedroom, and bro, I walk into this bedroom. First of all, something smells like it smelled like a dead rodent or something in the guest room, where I was like, there's definitely something dead here, like straight up. Like I'm positive that something had died there. Okay. So then I'm like really fucking, you know, I am really like, at that point, I'm just straight scared. Okay. You just haven't smelled sex in too long? No, dude. Have you guys never been around like dead rodents? Have you guys never been around dead rodents? Like, have you never seen like a dead, I don't know. Have you never like seen like a decaying, dead, rotting rodent or some shit? Where like, if you've ever been in fucking New York, New Jersey area, like you've seen it, right? Like it just, There's like a smell. It's a very specific smell. Like dying and death has a very specific smell. It's awful, and it like assaults your senses. So I was just like, yeah, that's what it smells like. Because they were like, oh, maybe like Minx's cat pooped in here. I was like, no, this is like there's a dead rodent or something in the drywall, probably. Yeah, like 100%. I've smelt this smell before. I know exactly what this is, and it just smells. It's the smell of death. So then I'm like, now I'm just, you know, I'm kick-starting. Okay, bro, you were tripping, you idiot. No, that's not the tripping part, dummy. Like,
I'm done with this gym. Too much weird going on.
bro, I'm not even. I'm not kidding. This house is scary. Like, there's definitely some scary shit. Or just use poison on rodents. That shit burns in a special way. That face when you invite a huge streamer to your house and they tell you your house smells like death. I mean, these people are my friends. Like, you know, they're dope.
The Envy House. We are gonna give you a tour. Yeah.
So the house has like an elevator in it, and I'm like, no shot. You know, some people took the elevator, and I was like, abso-fucking-lutely not. There's less than 0% chance I'm taking a house elevator. Like, I value my life too much for that sort of thing to happen. Like, I'm not going out at the Envy House elevator. You know what I mean? Like I'll take the fucking stairs. It's just there's a lot of stairs, but I'll take them. You know? So.
Wait, redo that. We missed. Yeah! This house has 4 levels, lots of toilets, a pool, a jacuzzi, a giant chessboard, lots of mini bars.
So this is our game room. Come to game because we are gamers, right, squad?
Yes. Yeah,
yes,
go games.
Totally.
Minx got trapped in it for 45 minutes a couple days ago. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not even.
Home run. That's how we scored in this house.
Oh, I want to know.
I got a ball in, so I won.
Hassle.
Oh, that would.
Anyway, like, yeah, that room is fine. What is this?
Inside. Oh.
Who's that?
You guys just moved in.
What did you drag in? Just leave him in there. He smells of Minecraft.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh.
We must.
So that's like one of their guest rooms, whatever. I don't know if they show like all the creepy shit, and I don't know what they're doing. The outside was dope. I've been at this house before. The other part of the funny was that like I was having flashbacks to like when I had been in this house way back in the day, like, you know, fucking half blacked out after party, and as soon as I walked outside, I was like, oh my god, I've been here. Like I would like walk into rooms and I would remember, you know, old Hasan, young Hasan being at this house before. Because it's like a lot of people have lived there. I think it was like the Weeknd's house in the past too. You know, I was unlocking, like it wasn't, you know, it's not like deja vu or anything. I don't know why I'm like getting so spiritual. This is just, you know, this is real. I had been in this house before. Are you still kind of high, Lamont? No, not at all. So combined with like the bad vibes and then like remembering that I had been there while I was super fucking drunk.
Let's go.
But like that part wasn't the worst. And like having to fucking interact with people while I was in a mental state that was compromised, you know, it wasn't great. I felt like an empath. Okay. I felt like a fucking empath. All right. Did you check what your Fitbit told you when you were high? Oh, of course. But then I was talking to like, I was talking to the Botez sisters. I was talking to Miko. Like we were sitting downstairs and they were telling me like, you know, some haunted shit, like about how, you know, all the Alexas popped off at the same time. They all heard like footsteps and shit. Like, you know, weird stuff has happened in this house. Okay. So it's not like, you know, I'm not just like making this up. All right.
Hello.
What the fuck?
It's real! I thought it was a mannequin!
I want to do it
It
too.
was so terrifying. I thought you were a mannequin and then you were moving. This is my stream room. Even though I have a bedroom,
This is your setup.
my new PC arrived right on time too.
It's like an evil layer in here. Just so work.
Bro, Minx literally lived in a fucking funeral home. Okay. So. Astaghfirullah. Okay, so a morgue, not a funeral home. That's even worse, bro. Anyway, the gym is fucking tight. No, I have my evil eye on me, dude. You know I keep that motherfucking thing on me, dude. Look, I got the evil eye on today. Okay, you know. Abi sen Türk müydün? Evet, Türk'üm amına koyayım, Türk'üz. Look, I'm fucking, you know, I'm protected. I got it right here too. Şeytan. Anyway, nazar boncuğu in Turkish. So, you know, I got it. Nazar Damison. So, you know, the vibes were like kind of fucked. However, once I started like normalizing, once my brain was no longer like fucking fried, I had a pretty cool time. You know, met some people, saw all your favorite streamers. Okay. Found out that Blastoise' grandfather is a HasanAbi head. Oldest HasanAbi head. We have found him.
Experience with ghosts and its awful IDC.
That's right. 96 years old.
Wow.
Apparently he watches me. So you're in here right now. You know, that's fucking tight. Yup. He's like a old Jewish socialist. Love that. So sick. So that's extremely my shit. Not even a boomer chat. Lamau, he's older. Yeah, no, he's what is it? The greatest generation or something? Weekend said it was haunted too. Wait, really?
Used to watch you on YouTube, but starting stream more often.
In 2015, The Weeknd told Details magazine his house in the Hollywood Hills is haunted, saying, I've had sleep paralysis. I hear voices sometimes. I hear the hills are over Indian burial ground, but maybe it's just the wind. Okay, I'm scared, dude. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, dude. Okay? One of his songs, it kept saying the hills have eyes. Yeah, it's this house. This is literally the house. I'm not even kidding. This is straight up that house. Yeah. Anyway, that was scary, and I'm not even a fucking ghost guy. Like, I'm not a ghost Andy, okay? But it scared me. Yeah, but I hung out with Austin. I hung out with a bunch of people. I saw Buddha. That was fucking fire, you know? And like, I've met Buddha before, but it's not the same. And I told him that I was so fucking high. He's like, bro, we met. You know we met. I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's not the fucking same, you know? Because I was like really excited. I was like, finally, you know? I'm like, yeah, I know we met many, many years ago, but that doesn't count. You know what I mean? Like, think about how many memories we have on the internet together. Like, how many memories we've made doing RP. Like, it's like seeing, you know, it's like seeing you again for the first time. Anyway, Buddha's head is gigantic. He is like the opposite of me. He's also like a big dude regardless. And I was a little jealous. I'm not going to lie. He is the biggest dome. It's just, you know, that's just something to talk about. Did you do the Donnie voice? No, dude, I didn't do the Donnie voice because that's cringe. Okay. Why the fuck would I do that? But you are cringe. Yeah. I feel like the Hollywood Hills being built over Indian burial grounds kind of makes historical sense. I just don't like, I don't like the vibes, dude. I don't like the fucking vibes of the hills. I just don't. The hills do have eyes. Anyway, you definitely did. We were so high, you don't remember? No, I did not do it. So anyway, regardless. So that was it. I mean, that's kind of the story. There was like bad vibes, a little scary. I think I was, you know, I hope I wasn't terrible to all these people. Did you ever steal from that house in GTA? Probably. Did everyone know you were high? Yeah, I mean, I told people. I definitely told people that I was high. Like, cuz I was just like, I wanted to let people know, like, I am not like this normally. I'm just fucking not. I'm inebriated. So I'm sorry, but I hope people didn't think I was a fucking asshole. Anyway, when did you stop smoking pot? What's up, Buddha? Buddha's in the chat. Oh, is this the Ben Shapiro debates and gets dunked by children? So the moral of the story is just don't fucking eat mushrooms before going to a social situation where you're going to be around your peers, some of which you know well, some of which you've only met over the internet, and some of which you don't know at all, especially when, you know, you're a big dude. Buddha said he's surprised you remember meeting him. Why the fuck would I be surprised? What? Bro, I'm shocked you remember meeting me. Like, what, last time we hung out with Poke at TwitchCon? You sat like across from me at dinner, bro. I mean, or at lunch. What the fuck do you mean? Or do you mean last night? I was fried. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was. But I was just mushrooms. It's not like fucking, it's not anything else. You know what I mean? It's just mushrooms. And I like it because, like, no hangover. You know what I mean? That's why I prefer it. No hangover. Don't have to drink. No calories. So, you know, I'm a fan. Dude, this is real, by the way. This is not even a joke. Like, if our characters had, like, comparable head sizes, we're, like, around the same height, but this motherfucker, his head is just, like, 3 times the size of my head. I was jealous. Like, I'm just gonna admit it. I was jealous. It was, you know, I was like, damn, dude, since the last time I saw you, I feel like your dome has grown, you know? How dare you? It worked. Well, you gotta eat them nasty ass shrooms though, Lo, otherwise they're great. No, dude, they're not nasty at all. What are you talking about? Bro, what are you, like 40? Are you 30 and you haven't had shrooms since like 2000 and fucking, I don't know, 2010? They're not like that at all now. It's actually fucking delicious. The chocolates. They do it. Dude, kids these days don't know what it's like. I was talking to Myth about edibles, and I was telling him, like, you know, I've been fucked up on edibles before. And he was like, what? How? And he couldn't comprehend it because he's like, what do you mean? The dosage is like, you know, they have the doses on it. Like, how could you get like seriously fucked up off of edibles? Like, you know what the doses are. And I was like, no, motherfucker, when I used to do edibles, when I used to eat edibles, we didn't have doses. Like, that was not a thing. That's like a new thing, bro. You know what I mean? That, like, back when it was illegal, that shit, they didn't actually it was like some dude was making it, you know? They didn't like actually make it in a fucking laboratory with like, oh, this is how much THC is going to be in here. No, like shit was like homemade, and it was hit or miss. Like either it fucking blasted you and you went up into the fucking stratosphere, or you just had a great time. It was totally fucking hit or miss. There was no such thing as like, I'm going to have a gummy and this is actually 100 milligrams or whatever the fuck. Like kids these days don't know what it's like to just like to fucking eat an edible and then have it be like, you have to go to the hospital. I mean, obviously you're fine, but like you feel like you have to go to the hospital, okay? Because you're like, I'm dying. This is death. I'm experiencing death. This is an out-of-body experience. I am dying right now. I'm paranoid. This was you. I mean, this quite literally was me. The worst part about fucking edibles is that like, even if you go to sleep, you can't escape it. Because like normally, if you go to sleep, you can usually escape it. No, that's why I did it. It's kind of wild how like the older generation just takes an L. You know what I mean? With respect to drugs, like if you're older, you're just like a test subject for drugs, and like it could go either way. You could be a literal fucking Ted Kaczynski, you know what I mean? And we don't know. We just don't fucking know. Also, that the next generation can have fun in a safe way. Anyway, so let's get to the real shit. How did it impact my sleep?
It's serious.
It fucked me up, dude. Actually, it didn't really fuck me up that bad, but hold up. Let me look. I'm gonna pull up my Whoop app, my Whoop application. Strain in